The U.S. military will reportedly use Elon Musk's Grok AI in its classified systems. Anthropic accused 3 Chinese AI labs of abusing Claude to improve their own models. And Bungie said, no second chances if you're caught cheating in Marathon. It's Tuesday, February 24th. And here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. The U.S. Department of Defense has reportedly reached a deal to use Elon Musk's Grok in its classified systems. That's according to a report by Axios. Now, that follows news that the Pentagon is currently in a dispute with another AI company, Anthropic, over limits on its technology for things like mass surveillance. Last year, the White House ordered Grok, along with ChatGPT, Gemini, and Anthropic's Claude, to be approved for government use. Up until now, though, only Anthropic's model has been allowed for the military's most sensitive tasks in intelligence, weapons development, and battlefield operations. Claude was reportedly used in the Venezuelan raid in which the U.S. military exfiltrated the country's president, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife. However, the Pentagon demanded that Anthropic make Claude available for all lawful purposes, including mass surveillance and the development of fully autonomous weapons. Anthropic reportedly refused to offer its tech for those things, even with a safety stack built into that model. XAI, by contrast, agreed to a standard that would allow the Department of Defense to employ its AI for any purpose it deems lawful. However, the XAI model is not considered by officials to be as cutting-edge or reliable as Anthropic's Claude, and they admit that replacing Claude with Grok would be a challenge. The Pentagon is reportedly also negotiating deals with OpenAI and Gemini, both of which it considers to be on par with Anthropic. XAI had announced a version of Grok for U.S. government agencies in July of last year. Shortly before that, though, the chatbot started spouting fascist propaganda and anti-Semitic rhetoric while dubbing itself Mecha Hitler. All of that followed a public spat between Musk and Trump over the president's spending bill, after which GSA approval of Grok seemed to stall. Anthropic is issuing a call to action against AI distillation attacks after accusing 3 AI companies of misusing its Claude chatbot. On its website, Anthropic claimed that DeepSeek, Moonshot, and Minimax have been conducting industrial-scale campaigns to illicitly extract Claude's capabilities to improve their own models. Distillation in the AI world refers to when less capable models lean on the responses of more powerful ones to train themselves. While distillation is not a bad thing across the board, Anthropic said that these types of attacks can be used in a more nefarious way. According to Anthropic, these 3 Chinese AI firms were responsible for more than 16 million exchanges with Claude through approximately 24,000 fraudulent accounts. From Anthropic's perspective, these competing companies were using Claude as a shortcut to develop more advanced AI models, which could also lead to circumventing certain safeguards. Anthropic said in its post that it was able to link each of these distilling attack campaigns to the specific companies with high confidence thanks to IP address correlation, metadata requests, and infrastructure indicators, along with corroborating with others in the AI industry who have noticed similar behaviors. Now, early last year, OpenAI made similar claims of rival firms distilling its models and banned suspected accounts in response. As for Anthropic, the company behind Claude said it would upgrade its system to make distillation attacks harder to do and easier to identify. While Anthropic is pointing fingers at these other firms, it is also facing a lawsuit from music publishers who accused the AI company of using illegal copies of songs to train its Claude chatbot. Well, games developer Bungie is not taking any prisoners when it comes to cheating on its upcoming extraction shooter Marathon. In a detailed blog post explaining its anti-cheat measures, Bungie took a very declarative position against those caught trying to gain an unfair advantage, writing in that blog post, "We are taking a strong stance against cheating, and anyone found to be cheating or developing cheats will be permanently banned from playing Marathon forever. No second chances." However, Bungie's anti-cheat standards go beyond punishment. In that blog post, Bungie detailed that Marathon's dedicated servers have authority on movement, shooting, actions, and inventory. Since these key actions rely on the server, it will translate to smoother gunplay for players, as well as the prevention of cheats related to teleportation, unlimited ammo, or damage manipulation. Bungie is also incorporating a fog of war system that limits an individual player's client to see only certain regions of a map, which should prevent wall hacks, ESP cheats, or loot revealers. On top of these robust regulations, Bungie is utilizing Battle Eye, a kernel-level anti-cheat that's seen with other popular multiplayer shooters like Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, and Destiny 2. Bungie added that in the event of disconnecting, you'll be able to reconnect to your run without any hitches. If players cannot reconnect due to an issue with the servers, Bungie said it will attempt to return the starting gear to all impacted players. Marathon is not out until March 5th, but Bungie is doing a preview weekend with the Server Slam event starting on Thursday. Still, it's obvious that Bungie already wants to get ahead of the competition, since Arc Raiders, another recently released extraction shooter, has been dealing with its own cheating problem. To address the rise in cheating, the game's developer Embark Studios implemented a three-strike system, which some players have criticized as too lenient. Thanks for listening. There's a whole lot more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Steve Dent and Jackson Chen, and it was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.